we got a perfect another little clip of the continually changing narrative, what big blockers have been saying since the start, because it's very logical and reasonable and has been banned and censored for years, is now finally under pressure from the rising mempool fees and so on, becoming an inevitable reality that the BTC side have to face.
Yeah, that's super interesting, Aaron. And maybe just to explain to the audience to the broader point that you're making, and correct me if I'm wrong, but basically what you're saying is due to the size of blocks in Bitcoin and therefore the number of transactions they can support, it will take X amount of time basically for every human being on Earth to have an individual transaction on that blockchain. And that's just a factor of block time and transaction size and block size. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can do the napkin math, right? Like if you want a UTXO on the chain, which you need even for Lightning, like even if you want to use Lightning, you need a UTXO on the chain. And we can have between, let's say 10, I think 10 is optimistic. I don't remember the exact number, but let's say we can have 10 transactions per second. So now you can sort of do the napkin math. If we want to have 7, 8 billion, maybe in a couple decades from now, 10 billion people will have their own UTXO. So how long it's going to take to record all these UTXOs on the chain, 10 per second. And I think the napkin math would add up that's going to take 40 years or something. Like it's going to take way too long. So, that's why I'm saying we can't have hyper-Bitcoinization, at least not in the self-custody way, within a couple of years. That's just literally physically impossible. So we're going to have to come up with different solutions if we want to actually achieve that, which, as I explained, I think it's at least possible, or at least it seems possible that people will think of stuff to make it possible. But we're not there yet.
I like to remind people that the best Bitcoin developers have yet to be born yet, and the most innovative Bitcoin solutions have yet to be invented yet. So it's one of those things, the longer we live with Bitcoin, the closer and more intimate we come to understand the workings of the system. So I'm optimistic, Aaron.
Yeah, I'm optimistic too. I think, it's an open protocol. That means anyone can.
So we're seeing right there, this is just the very basic, simplest argument that the big blockers said in 2015, and we're told that they were evil and were attacking the network, and if you're so smart, fork off, and they did, and then that was also an attack, and Bitcoin Cash, despite all its many problems and issues, has run very smoothly with no spikes in transaction fees the entire time.